Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. Today we're making some snow fairy cupcake soaps and we're making 17 of them today. I've got a 3 kilo batch, so the recipe for that is in the description box below the video. Actually, I'll just do 16. Just makes a nice simple square on the worktop. So we're going to start off with the bases first. Okay, so we're going with pistachio from You Make It Up for the base. And this is one that doesn't actually need pre-mixing. And then I'm adding in the fragrance now, which is Snow Pixie from Oasis Oils. Right, now we're going to pour this into the base. And when you pour in these, just leave a tiny little bit of a lip so when you unmold them you've got something to grab onto. Seems like I haven't mixed enough there, so I'm going to mix up a little bit more for those last 3. So I mixed up too much, but I guess I could try and make one more cupcake, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so the next colour we're using, also from the Soap Kitchen, is Neptune Blue. Now remember that the Snow Fairy does discolour, but it's not a horrible discoloration, it's just a very light tan. So if you use some nice strong colours in there, you'll hardly be able to tell. So now we need a round piping nozzle and a piping bag to get this next layer on there. Right, okay, so it's time to spoon in the soap batter, the next layer, into my piping bag. You want to do this before it gets to a certain thickness because you want to give yourself plenty of time to get the piping onto the soap. Otherwise it'll be very, very difficult and untidy to squeeze out. I used to have this humming habit, and I seem to have started it again. My mum noticed it over Christmas, and she always used to nag me about humming. It's just something I went through for a couple of years. And I don't know whether it's because she's mentioned it or what, but I am doing it all the time now, and I hate it. It's actually a little bit exhausting. I don't know whether it's a comfort thing or a company thing. So what I want to do with a lot of my products this year is give them like a positive name. So this one would be probably Fearless Fairies, something like that. Okay, so the next layer, the top, the frosting, I love this like peachy pink colour. I love the peach, the fluorescent orange mixed in with the fluorescent pink. Now I've actually ran out of fluorescent pink, but I did buy the fluorescent ruby. It does look just the tiniest bit darker, but it's identical to neon pink in my opinion. So I'm just going to put equal amounts of the orange and equal amounts of the pink into a container, because all of the neons, whether it's pink, orange, purple, blue, yellow, green, have I missed any out? Probably have. They all need pre-mixing before you put them into your soap. Now, having said that, I have just been adding them straight into my batter for years and years and years and years. So you can still do it even without pre-mixing, but if you don't pre-mix, it just means you've got to stick blend longer, which makes your batter get thicker faster. So one of the things I need to do, I'm frightened to turn this on because I didn't even check it, did I? Ah, we're okay. It's on the second speed. So just mixing that. I think it needs more pink, do you? Because it looks pretty orange to me. I absolutely love the smell of Snow Fairy. It's funny because it's funny how like people say things and it does have an impact on like your opinion of something. But years ago I used to do Snow Fairy and Rockstar, and someone once said to me that they didn't like Snow Fairy, and it actually put me off, and I didn't buy it for years and years and years after that. I'm thinking Snow Fairy must be Lush's best-selling smell, because when I went into that Lush Birmingham, the amount of Snow Fairy in there was absolutely incredible. There was tons of it. Now there is another Lush fragrance I would absolutely love to get my hands on, but I've never seen it, and it's Creamy Candy. You know, the bubble bar Creamy Candy. A friend did find it recently, and I didn't buy it straight away, and when I went back to the website the fragrance was gone. So if any of you know where there is a good dupe of Creamy Candy, I would love to get my hands on that. So we're looking much more pink than orange, aren't we? But that'll be fine. So we will use the Wilton 1M to pipe on the top and give that gorgeous rose effect. Okay, we're ready to pipe now. So I've got the soap in the piping bag with the Wilton 1M piping nozzle on the end. So when I'm doing this flower top, like a rose, I always like to put a blob in the center, and then that holds the center up in place so it doesn't collapse. And I recently did a video of my favorite soap technique of 2021, and I asked all of you viewers which was your favorite technique. And Anne's Warm Fuzzies, hello Anne, if you're watching, is an avid watcher of Eden Secret. She's also a member of my channel. If you click the join button, you can actually join the channel and become a secreteer. So this was Anne's favourite technique, the way I came up with piping a rose with the Wilton 1M. And of course I didn't create the rose design with the Wilton 1M, but I think I probably am the first person to pipe a high top and make it look like a rose. I like this combination, you know, the green with the blue and then the peachy pink on the top. So this is another reason why your soap batter shouldn't be too stiff. It does pipe a lot neater if it's not too solid. Also, if it gets too solid, it'll just burst your bag when you try to squeeze it out. And there's nothing you can do about it. Just give up if it gets like that. You can try putting a stronger bag on, but you know, once it gets to that stage where it doesn't want to pipe, then you've had it really. You know, a lot of people, whenever I do a video like this, people always mention food interpretation, and I have been in trouble before with food interpretation, but never with these. I've only had trouble when I've used small embeds like strawberries, raspberries or chocolate pieces, so you never see me using those nowadays. And it's all just down to your trading standards and what they interpret to be okay or not. Did you come to say something or? No.
Just been cleaning the bath and everything.
Oh, lovely.
I put bleach everywhere and then my toothbrush dropped in the bleach.
Okay, as you can see, they have darkened a little somewhat already overnight. So see how easily they unmould. Nothing sticks to the mould. It unmoulds cleanly. That's all down to the perfect recipe for cupcakes. So if you want the recipe, it's in the description box below the video, as will any other information you need to know is in the description box also. So I hope you enjoyed this little cupcake soap video. Let's see if we can come up with a great positive name for these cupcake soaps. So if you add your suggestions in a comment, suggestions, it's a new word. If you add your suggestions in a comment down below the video, I'll look at them all and pick my favourite from those. Alright, I'll see you all very soon for another video from Eden's Secret. Bye bye for now everyone.